I have previously uploaded a couple videos of experiences while camping on private property in the Midwest. Here's some interesting audio from previous videos. Camping on this property has been quite the interesting experience each time I've been there. This video is mostly from a single day I spent hanging out with the property owner. I'll be including some exploration we did in the area of structures, etc., some audio recordings, and a couple cool moments. Here is a segment of audio captured towards the end of this day. What was that sound? Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. That.
That's not a coon dog.
Let me try and get that. What the Come on.
Well, you're going to hear it again.
Yeah. What the
As soon as I say you're going to hear it again.
Right? Next, I'd like to share a pretty cool moment when we were at the gifting site. We received a single owl call from directly below where we were, which is maybe 100 feet elevated from the holler below. Yes, you heard that right. The owl call came from below us and right in front of us. Here's that moment. All right, so really fast. So we're doing we put the marbles back in a formation, sort of. So there's the green and the red on the right, the 3 brown on the left. We put these 2 back, the 2 iridescent white stones, and then there's 13.
Tell me you got that.
I did. This day in particular was quite interesting, between what we found and also what we experienced with vocals we heard, etc. Before exploring and while driving, we had 2 hawks cross right in front of us. We also had a moment where one crossed just above us, and as I was pointing to that, the property owner was pointing at another hawk which landed on a tree right next to us. I had to try to film it, and of course, as I grabbed my phone, the hawk took off, but I did film some of that.
No way. No way.
On another occasion, while I was at the gifting site, a hawk flew by and landed on a tree not too far away. I captured some of the majestic hawk calls when that happened, which I thought was so cool. There's the top of that. It kind of looks maybe twisted a little. Man, get closer. Where are you? Thank you for those beautiful sounds. Okay, here is the exploration we did. We noticed some stuff we hadn't noticed before. In order to not make this video too long, I decided to split it up into 2 parts. After this exploration part, I will include some of the audio that we heard this same night.
Look at these two trees right here. See how this one's leaned in? See how this one's leaned over?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yep. Right there.
Look at them, how they're woven together after. Right?
Oh,
See
wow.
that?
Yeah.
See how they're woven in?
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure what this is.
But considering this part that we just looked at on this side, we've got all that connected. And this, even right here.
Well, obviously, I mean, I don't know if it translates or not, but this is not this tree.
Right.
This is a very different tree than this. So where would this have fallen from? Right? So I don't know.
Not much going on straight
It's not
above.
the same. And yet none of these trees are this tree right here. None of them are. And something has pulled the bark off, or
Yeah, that's interesting.
the X
right
on the
there.
ground is what kills me more than anything. Did you get a picture of this?
Yes. This right here, this little X. What we were just noticing was on these, the bark is missing just from the top of this. Then it's peeled down here. And then this whole branch right here has the bark just missing on the top. All the way. And they all intersect, and then there's one going across right up there. Down here there's this little broken branch, and then some of the bark is draped. I know, Laura, if you're watching, I know that you've talked about seeing this somewhere. But see, even this one has the stripe going all the way up. Just one strip of bark peeled off.
Hey.
And there's the little X we were looking at. And here it is from the back. And that one stick is kind of just laying in there. Heard the property owner, he noticed this. Looks like an X, but it also has that other stick that almost makes it like an A. And then there's another one here leaning, and I can also see it's missing a little bit of bark. Interesting detail.
Can keep being a conspiracy theorist, but here's another one.
Another X on the path? Okay, that'll be the third, right? Oh wow. This one here, this is just like the last one you were just talking about. Wow. Here's one limb that's completely peeled. More of these upside down parts, tops of the tree that are just leaned.
So, yeah, this is broken. Here?
For this little one, yes.
Yeah. Now look over there.
Another one right here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right next to each other is kind of cool.
Yeah. Let's see if we can focus on that. There it is.
Martin, you know what we're supposed to, right?
I think I know what you're. Yeah.
And you see these. I mean, you know what we're walking up on, right?
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking I'm getting a clue right here from
Right here.
this.
Look at this right here.
Another
Again.
one.
And
Two.
this is all on this path.
See if
right?
we can. There it is.
You see it?
The two broken hanging down. Yep. And this is a little bit like the little huts.
No, I mean, kind of, right?
Just kind of similar.
But, so, you look here at how this path goes around.
I see what we're coming up on.
You see what we're coming up on, right?
Yep.
So,
This right here could be a clue for anyone that has no idea what we're talking about. And if memory serves, that thing that was hanging is somewhere
it's down around here.
to our right. So,
I mean, it's just on the back side over here. So, and now look here.
so yeah, we've got that. Bit of a structure.
A bit of a structure. Like saying the Titanic was kind of a boat.
I was actually hoping to hear you talk about this little because it puts things into perspective. Your observations.
I mean, something with an opposable thumb. So like this here. See this?
Yeah.
So you could say it fell, right?
Yeah.
How?
Good point. Yeah.
How'd it fall in here when this vine is wrapped around it, right?
Yeah.
So has to be put in there like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
But that's just my observation.
If you look,
Now, hey,
right.
and remember I told you the last time we found these dens, they
Yep.
tore them down.
Yeah.
Look at it now.
Oh wow.
Look, it's almost completely deconstructed.
That's interesting. And this is coming off of a broken tree.
Now look here, look at this. So there's one limb, there's another limb right there.
Okay.
See it? See this limb here?
Yeah.
And then, right?
Oh wow, that little one up there.
So,
And
but
this thing
again,
hanging.
this is the apple tree that was pushed over or blown over. You take your pick, however you want. But I find it odd that they use this to weave in. Can you see how big the structure is here?
Yeah, I have to
look
I have
inside
to
there.
back up.
You see,
Just to-
hey, you see that piece of wood in there that's
Oh, yeah.
held like propping stuff up?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
how's that
Let's see
fit in
if we
there,
can
right?
zoom in on that. Right in there.
How does that fit in there? Almost
wow.
completely deconstructed.
Oh wow, because that was not that clear.
No, this was all the way up to here, remember?
Yeah.
Right? Shorter length, it was all the way up to here.
Yeah.
All of this was entwined it, but you can see how this has been starting to be deconstructed. Of course, you can see how it's all bent over and woven into the apple tree there. Notice I said, ooh, look here. So if you were wondering if something's been in there,
I was just thinking how it looks kind
see,
of.
look here, see how this is bent over? I don't want to get in there, but you can see how this
Right.
is broke over, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, just so you know, we have nothing in this region that would build something like this. Nothing, nothing that would den like this.
And this right here, height-wise, what's that you think about?
I'm close to 5'11", and it's shoulder high, so 5'6", over 5 foot. It's over 5 foot tall, right?
It's a funny thing because you
And
can.
this is, and then remember the structure came all the way out to here. So this is every bit of 9 feet deep in.
From here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so this is a 5 foot stick. And if you hold it here, right? And then you take it from there. I don't want to go inside, but from there to
Right.
there, that's probably another 2/3 of the stick. So that's 9 feet. So whatever. So 5.5 by 9 feet deep. And this is a good 5 feet, easy 5 foot wide.
Wide. Yeah.
So 5 by 5 by 9. And it's
Perspective
pretty
from back here.
substantial. And then the two bigger ones are actually bigger than that. But it's,
Over there. Hard to see from.
But
but
those are. This was specific. Whatever this was is specific because you can see the tree here, how it's brought up and woven into this. And you can see, look, these are broken, right? These are all
Right.
placed in here
Right.
and woven into. See what I mean? You can see these are broken, right?
Yeah.
So these are all placed in here and woven down, and then all this structure, obviously the spring when we've seen it, was all the way up to here. And the last two times we've came, right, they have something has deconstructed it a little each time. And I don't think we were supposed to find it, if you want the truth. Or that we did find it and that they're not using it. Whatever is not using it anymore. So, but I find it odd that the path that we came on,
That
right,
way.
the X's and the structures that we seen
Yeah.
were all pretty obvious.
You know something I'll notice in just looking this way is this one here that's, you know, not as clear right now, but the big limbs that are
Yeah, I see the limb. Yeah,
just hanging out up
but
top
like
there.
the limb, like the big limb that's on the inside of it. Though. I think
Right.
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that one
You know,
it's like
And
right
then,
down in there.
You know, Martin, we're right close to the big arch.
Interesting area. And how easy you could just walk past this stuff and not
You
really
never
notice.
see it.
I'm actually zoomed in right now.
Look at this guy.
Oh yeah.
How he's woven into the top up there.
Just hanging out. It is kind of woven though, huh? If you look at that, there's a lot.
See the X?
That's a bit of a pattern just from right now.
I think you're going to find that going both ways. And up here is the teaching structure that.
Some arches right here.
I don't know if argue with this or not. So look at this.
Oh yeah.
So this is the Y part,
Oh.
and this is through the Y.
Okay.
See it?
Yeah.
And
That detail right there. That going through the Y on the ground.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking odd.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess from what we've seen, I don't know what you'd consider odd, but it's like two
you
arches.
have to ask yourself, right? So how did this get in between this?
Right.
If this is the root ball here, and you look at the end of the tree that's way down there,
Yeah, that.
how did this get in between this?
Yeah.
Well, mathematically doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true. If
So-
that was in the ground over there,
Yeah. So
how would this tree get through that? And then on top of that, that one's making this arch right here too,
and then if
or
you
two
look
of them.
here, leaning in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all leaning the same way, right? And again, these are brought here. These have been uprooted and brought here.
And then you've got
And then
a little break right there.
yeah.
We've got this limb kind of just hanging out here, like an X. You see this here?
Yeah.
It's kind of an X right there. Huh. Bit more of that peeled bark.
We're never gonna find that. This is maybe
An X he just pointed at, right? Oh yeah. Right there. There's another one. Wow.
look at the structure around this tree here.
Oh yeah.
You see it?
Yep.
So I think that's new. I don't think that was here last time we were down here. I think we would have seen this, right? Look at this. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. I mean, how
I mean,
many?
That's not natural.
How many
right?
limbs
I mean,
is
that
that? That's
didn't
4 sticks.
happen.
You know what? I'm just off the. Oh, actually, that's 5, isn't it? Or is it 1,
2,
2, 3,
4, 5.
and 6 if you count this little one
Don't leave that one out.
and that one? That's just hanging there.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I see where you're headed.
Oh yeah, I mean, why
That's
not? I mean,
crazy. But we've also this is an X with
It's huge.
more going on, but
And it's
you got
all
that
on the
branch.
same path, right?
Yeah.
So you've got X's coming
all
from
this.
both the north and the south of those structures.
We've got a bit of a grand finale coming up here, I think, for unexplainable structures.
Hey, look this. How did I not see this last time we were here?
Oh wow.
Look at this, how it's laid across. Now, turn around and look at the larger version of that.
Yeah. This one is.
I mean, listen, and this is kind of where I guess I jumped the shark a little bit. Because this has been brought here, right? We know, but you're just gonna have to trust me. There's no roots. This has been shoved in the ground here. So this has been brought here. And this is arm fully extended. Again, I'm 5'10".
12 feet?
Oh my gosh, no, that's 15 feet.
Wow.
Right? Because this stick's 5 foot.
At least 12.
So, and then, but if you look, there's nowhere that limb would have come from except for right here. Right?
Yeah.
But
That is freaking cool.
if you look where it's at, how it's through the Y's, right?
Yeah.
Through the Y's, and then on both ends you have a structure that's been brought in on this side to put in over here on the structure. And again, I mean, you can see that I can lift it out of the ground, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I can.
So it's been brought here, and it's laid up
This
in,
one.
both of them are laid up in, and it's almost like an archway, right? See it?
Mm.
And again, you look at the smaller one over there, and then you look at this tree that is
Yeah.
twisted. See how the tree is
Right
twisted
there.
and bent down almost into an arch,
Yes.
right?
Which is
And-
also a bit of a pattern in the way that it's
right.
broken in the top and
but
looks like
look
an
at
arch.
look at the large limb that's hanging off the ground.
Oh wow.
Right now make note that the bark on this tree doesn't match the bark on this tree, so that is a different limb altogether. And so that is a birch
That's a
bark,
big
and
limb.
anybody wants to look at that, they can. That's birch, but none of these are birch trees that have been through here. Matter of fact, I don't see a birch tree over here. So how did that big limb get there?
Having a closer look at these the joints. You can also kind of see in this one more stuff like kind of jammed in, like right at that Y.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
That big limb hanging there.
Kind of crazy, right?
That's a big one. That's like I don't remember seeing the I don't know.
either. I don't remember you doing that last time.
I can look at my old video. I mean, this is off the ground. From a distance, you'd think this was a tree. It goes way up, and it's just tangled up top. Right up there. It's hard to see probably in the video, but this huge limb just, or tree pretty much, right next to this big thing. So connected. They're connected right here. This goes up and
Kind of cool.
yeah, it's just, it's like one.
Both connected.
Yeah.
But, I think you look over here and you see where'd the small one go that we just looked at,
Yeah.
right? It's right. Oh, it's right here. How do you look at it?
Looking at this as I walk over there.
I mean, I don't think that's a coincidence.
Yeah, that's cool. So we have that, basically a tree kind of just about parallel to the ground. And then you come over here and there's like a small version of a branch that's at a very close angle. It's a slight angle, like 10 degrees, just like that one. Yeah, and I really wanted to have a look with the property owner, get his thoughts, because he has a lot of interesting observations to add. Here's some gifting experiences, then the audio recordings. All right, so really fast. So we're doing we put the marbles back in a formation, sort of. So there's the green and the red on the right, the 3 brown on the left. We put these 2 back, the 2 iridescent white stones, and then there's 13.
Tell me you got that.
I did. I kind of want to listen and see if it comes again. 13 clear. And we put these on top of the feathers. And we have an owl that just hooted 1 time. Alright, so I'm back at the gifting site, and it almost looks exactly the same. But if you look at all the ones in the middle, there's 1 clear one that was moved down to there. So there's 1 tiny little difference from before. How cool is that? Because it almost looks the same. I was looking at it like, what's different? So it almost looks like 1 was removed from there and placed there. So I'm back having a look at this, and it looks like it's untouched. I'm gonna have to compare with my last picture. Now here, there's 2 leaves that are like tucked in. It's like slid under there, see? And this one. Yeah, it's actually, it's under the rock. That is so cool. Here's the audio recordings. The first recording from the property sounded like a hound dog and possibly something else. First, we heard sounds on the property. Then we decided to go to another spot and see if any vehicles were parked there that would have hound dogs. The property owner knows the area and where someone would park if that was the case. When we arrived at the second location, there were no vehicles, but we did hear some interesting sounds there as well. I condensed both audios and did my best to adjust the audio and make it as even as possible. Here's what we first heard on the property.
Dog's interested in something. you would also hear a shotgun or a 22, right? Because the idea is to shoot the coon out of the tree, and that thus allowing your younger dogs to capture a coon.
So we're missing the gunfire.
That's the whole point of running your coon.
Here's what we heard at the other location.
You got that flashlight?
I do. I'm hearing it. Let me get away from them. Rattles there. What was that sound? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That.
That's a dog. That's a big fucking dog. That's not a coon dog.
That's a dog?
Yeah.
That's a weird freaking sound.
The hoo-hoo, I'm not sure what that is.
That one right there. What the hell? Let me try to get that. What the that sound? Hold on. Let me try to really record it. Come on. I don't think that's a dog. Do you?
It's a big dog.
That sounds like a roar.
You got that light?
I do.
Really don't want to get ran over.
Wait. What the f***? I want to catch that really clean once. That doesn't sound dog-like to me.
Well, you're going to hear it again.
Yeah. What the f***?
As soon as I say you're going to hear it again.
Right? Hold on. I'm just wondering if that was like a roar. Seems like it really reverberated out wherever it came from. Just stopped, and so did the high-pitched thing. You got any final thoughts on that other sound? Were you at all wondering if...
I don't know. It sounded angry, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what kind of... I don't know
I
what
don't
it
know.
was.
It's loud.
It was. Like a ways away and really reverberating.
I find it incredibly interesting. I mean, if it was a dog, it wouldn't have stopped.
That's a good point.
Unless something gave it a reason to stop.
When we first got here, there was that high-pitched.
Yeah, I heard it.
That was... You think that was a dog? That one?
No, I don't think any of them was a dog. Now that I'm putting my head around it.
Interesting. What was that sound? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That.
That's not a coon dog.
Let me try to get that. What the f***? Come on.
Well, you're going to hear it again.
Yeah. What the f***?
As
soon as I say you're going to hear it again.
Right? Let me try to get that. What the Come on.
Well, you're going to hear it again.